So we've got another piece of casting news for Dune Part 2, and it includes the actress playing the role of Lady Margot Fenring. Deadline and other major sources have confirmed that Lea Seydoux will be playing the role in the film just a month before it goes into production. In this video, I'm going to be discussing the casting news, my general thoughts towards it, and some other details surrounding the filming. But before I get into it, if you want to keep up to date on any of my content surrounding Dune Part 1, Part 2 and beyond, then don't forget to support this upload by giving it a like rating, subscribing to the channel and turning on your notifications. Also, feel free to check me out on Twitter, Facebook, Reddit and Instagram at Cortex Videos, which is all linked in the description below. But without further ado, let's dive into the new casting reveal for Dune Part 2. So with casting for Dune Part 2 in full motion, Deadline and other major sources have revealed that Lea Seydoux will play Lady Margot Fenring in the second part of Denis Villeneuve's adaptation. She'll feature alongside returning cast members in Timothée Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, Zendaya and Josh Brolin, and also new cast members in Florence Pugh, Christopher Walken and Austin Butler. In Frank Herbert's original novel, Lady Margot has a strong reputation for serving the Bene Gesserit sisterhood, and she was the wife of the Mentat Count Fenring. And despite falling under the influence of House Carino, Margot served the sisterhood to many needs. It will be interesting to see if Dune Part 2 goes into what her character was up to before the arrival of House Atreides on Arrakis, but I'm guessing that like the original book, she'll have a smaller role in relation to the central plot of the second film. Still, it's great to see her character being included in this adaptation, and we'll also likely see the casting for Count Fenring very soon too. The question is, who will play him alongside Lea Seydoux? I honestly can see a Mads Mikkelsen or someone like that playing the role if we take in mind the huge names that have already joined up as part of the second film. And the casting of Lea Seydoux just shows that even with smaller roles, Denis Villeneuve's universe is attracting the best talent worldwide. So with the remaining roles left to be cast, expect more recognisable names being added to this science fiction epic. Lea Seydoux's involvement in Dune Part 2 will also be another big landmark for the French actress. Recent projects she's been involved with include many on the film festival circuits, leading to recent roles in Spectre and No Time to Die. The smaller films that have built her reputation include parts in David Cronenberg's sci-fi horror Crimes of the Future and Mia Hansen-Love's One Fine Morning. Last year she was at Cannes for her roles in Wes Anderson's The French Dispatch, Bruno Dumont's France, and Arnold Desplin's Deception. And it was her breakout role in 2013's Blue is the Warmest Colour that kicked off this string of great roles for the growing actress. Now in Dune Part 2, she adds another pedigree blockbuster to her resume, and she has the chance to show extended interest in her work even further. I think it's a great casting, and while I haven't seen most of her indie work, other than in that of Blue is the Warmest Colour, I quite like her parts in the recent James Bond films. Yes, I didn't love No Time to Die as a movie, but I did think that the emotional hook between her and Bond was a new twist on the Vesper romance that we got in Casino Royale, and Seydoux's performance was great when it came to portraying that. Again, it's a smaller role for Dune Part 2, but a great casting that will hopefully work well alongside whoever they eventually cast for Count Fenring. But along with the newest piece of casting news, there have also been some smaller production notes for the film in recent weeks that I thought I would briefly mention here too, since I was away on holiday when the news originally came out. While production has yet to begin, filming is due to start this July in Budapest, with the movie expected to premiere in October of 2023. And the early production details include a newly revealed shooting location and comments shared by composer Hans Zimmer for what's in store with the sounds he is bringing. Starting with the shooting location, a portion of Dune Part 2 will officially be filmed in Italy at the Tomba Brian Di Carlo Scarpa, and based on images online, I'm guessing that this could be used for scenes on the Emperor's homeworld or places on Caladan that we haven't seen yet. Its structural design reminds me slightly of that concept art we saw for the film with the Emperor a while back, and I'd love to see how they'd use this location to film all the scenes there. We'll have to see, and it very well could be somewhere else, like with Caladan, but it's good that we're getting an early idea of the new global sets that they are going to be using. And according to other rumours, the Dune the Sisterhood TV series will apparently be produced at Troy Studios in Ireland, with a source saying that the crew will begin work in September. So when it comes to the future of Dune's projects on the big screen and the small screen, they are in active development in making all of these stories happen. Other than that, the only other details we got were from composer Hans Zimmer, who's apparently very excited for the work he's doing in Part 2. Zimmer said in relation to Part 2, "I am just getting going. My job with directors is to do the thing they can't imagine. Otherwise, they would be doing it themselves." He added, "When Denis thinks I've already done it because he's heard a lot of things, that's true, but he hasn't heard the thing that he can't imagine." Of course, Zimmer was sending more music to Denis after completing work on the first movie, and I wouldn't be surprised if he created even more new sounds and instruments for the second one too. There's a huge passion there, and it really just excites me even more for his work and many other production workers' efforts on the second film. But yes, a lot of exciting news for Dune Part 2, and in about a month's time, the whole cast and crew will be well on their way with working on what will hopefully be another brilliant adaptation for this growing Dune universe. But that was my video discussing the confirmed casting of Lady Margot Fenring and some other smaller production details for Dune Part 2. So far, the castings of Fade Rotha, Princess Irulan, the Emperor, and now Lady Margot have been ones that scream of the talent that's been added to Villeneuve's adaptation, and we've still got Count Fenring, Elia Atreides, and more to come. But those already cast have brought even more attention to this highly anticipated sequel, and hopefully their performances will help to portray and embody these famous figures from the novel we love. We'll have to see, but I trust Denis Villeneuve after all of the great work he's put to screen, and like with his other projects, he always finds a way to get the best out of the actors he works with. But let me know down below in the comment section what your thoughts are towards the casting of Lady Margot Fenring in Dune Part 2, and do you think that Lea Seydoux is a great fit for the role? For much more videos and news on Denis Villeneuve's Dune universe, then subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. Also, if you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like rating and follow me on social media via the links in the description. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been Cortex, and as always, make some noise.